Preparing for work in the cleanroom. A cleanroom is not an office or a general lab area. Certain items that are perfectly fine in other areas are prohibited in cleanrooms. We have to properly prepare before gowning up and entering the clean area. First, remove any cardboard, paper, or other fibrous outer packaging from items. Paper and cardboard excessively shed particles, and fibers are prohibited in cleanrooms. Only cleanroom notebooks and cleanroom paper may be used in the cleanroom. If regular paper must be used, it should be sealed in plastic sheet protectors or plastic bags. Only ballpoint pens without caps should be used in the cleanroom. Graphite pencils create particles. Next, dispose of any prohibited items, such as paper, trash, etc. Food and drink are also prohibited in cleanrooms. If you don't know whether or not an item is prohibited, consult the contamination control engineer or the manager in charge of your cleanroom. Next, wipe down the outer surfaces of any tools and hardware that you plan on bringing into the cleanroom. This will reduce the amount of particles you introduce to the room. If you are carrying the items in a container, such as a tote, the outer surfaces of the tote must also be wiped down. Use the wipes and solvents provided for your cleanroom area. Wipes may be pre-moistened, or dry wipes with solvents such as isopropyl alcohol may be used. Once a wipe becomes visibly dirty, discard it in the required container and use a new wipe. If shoe cleaners are provided, then use them as demonstrated. Put booties on your feet to prevent tracking in particles. As you enter the cleanroom, take care to step on the adhesive sticky mat, which further prevents particulate contamination. If the adhesive sticky mat is dirty, remove the dirty layer to expose a clean layer before entering the room. Cleanroom gowning, ISO Class 7 or 8. We are now ready to gown up for the cleanroom. First, we will go over the gowning typically used for an ISO Class 7 or 8 cleanroom environment. However, your specific environment may require more stringent controls. Always check with your contamination control engineer or manager. After entering the gowning room, cleanroom users should always gown up in a top-down manner, starting at the head. First, place the bouffant cap over your hair and ears. Make sure the cap covers all of your hair. People with long hair should tie their hair back before putting on a bouffant cap. Next, put on a face mask, completely covering your nose and mouth. This limits particles being introduced to the environment or hardware from our breathing. Next, obtain a smock, which will usually be provided in a clean, sealed bag. Cut open the bag with scissors and throw the bag in the trash. Unzip the smock and put the smock on one sleeve at a time, taking care to make sure the smock does not touch the ground or other surfaces. Zip the smock all the way up and secure any snaps at the neck. Be sure to choose a smock size that fits comfortably, not too big and not too small. Finally, obtain clean gloves. The specific type of glove approved for your area depends on the hardware and operations you will be performing. Always handle gloves by the gauntlet, and do not touch the finger and palm portion of the glove. Pull the gloves on and make sure the gauntlet of the glove covers the wrist of your smock. Some areas require additional control and require taping the glove gauntlet to the smock with approved tape. Again, check with your contamination control engineer or manager for this requirement. Check yourself in the mirror to ensure you are dressed properly for the cleanroom. If entering the cleanroom with someone else, use the buddy system and check each other to make sure you are both properly dressed. You are now prepared to enter the cleanroom. Working in the cleanroom. When entering the cleanroom, there might be another adhesive sticky mat in front of the door. Be sure to step on it before entering. When in the cleanroom, practice slow and methodical movements so as to minimize the amount of particles you release in the air by moving. Moving around quickly can introduce nearly 50 times as many particles as moving slowly. Be sure to check your gloves regularly for any rips, tears, or contamination. If your gloves are damaged or contaminated, exit the cleanroom and change out of your gloves in the gowning room. Your skin can introduce large quantities of contamination, so properly covering your hands is essential for protecting the hardware. If you have to sneeze or cough, be sure to do it facing away from the equipment. Do not cough or sneeze onto your gloves. Prohibited actions. While in the cleanroom, a number of behaviors are prohibited, as they introduce unnecessary contamination. Smoking is absolutely prohibited in the cleanrooms, as it introduces a vast number of unnecessary particles into a cleanroom. Applying makeup in the cleanroom is also prohibited, as makeup is a huge source of contamination. Touching one's face with gloved hands introduces skin and oil to gloves, which then gets transferred to hardware and other surfaces. Removing gloves, face masks, or any cleanroom garments is prohibited in the cleanroom and should only be removed in the gowning room. And absolutely do not open your smock or coveralls to pull items out of your pockets, such as cell phones. Eating, drinking, and chewing gum or tobacco are not allowed in the cleanroom. Do not enter the cleanroom wearing street clothes. Only proper cleanroom garments may be worn in the cleanroom. Do not wear cleanroom garments outside of the cleanroom and then return to the cleanroom. This is especially true for soft-wall cleanrooms. Exiting the cleanroom. When finished in the cleanroom, your next step should be to degown in the gowning room. The degowning process goes in reverse order as the gowning process, from bottom to top. Here is the degowning process for an ISO 7 or 8 cleanroom. Take off your gloves and dispose of them in the proper receptacle. Remove your smock. If you are only leaving the cleanroom for a short period of time, you can hang your smock in the cabinet. If not, place your smock in the hamper so that it may be washed and reused. Remove the face mask and bouffant cap and dispose of them as well. Finally, exit the cleanroom, take off your booties, and throw them away. When entering a cleanroom, you should dress up from the top down. While in the cleanroom, be sure to move slowly and deliberately, and check your gloves regularly. When exiting the cleanroom, degown in the reverse order. This concludes Keeping It Clean, how to properly use cleanrooms. Thank you for watching.